Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the One Meal Channel. And if you are new here, then welcome to you. Last week we finished making our chicken and dumplings. It was quite filling. I say it's one of the heaviest foods that I've been eating recently. And we have chicken egg fried rice every single day typically. So I figured we'd start back off with the week with something short, with something light, and just make a small breakfast quesadilla. This is something very similar to what my roommate Noah usually makes for himself in the morning because he has smaller tortillas. We're going to use our big, massive size tortillas. And I appreciate all of you coming back week after week after week. We are we're over 6 months into the creation of this channel, and we are well on our way to reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year as I put an egg yolk and shell into my food. Anyway, we're well on our way of hitting 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I want to say thank you to all of you for making that happen. So I'll continue uploading 5 days a week as I have to ensure that we can get to that point. And as always, you new people that are still sticking around, we encourage you to enjoy watching these videos as much as the people that have been watching for the last 6 months have enjoyed these videos. And the secret to enjoying them as much as I like making them is to grab yourself a beverage or food of your own to eat or drink while I make my food. And today, my beverage of choice is coffee, so let's enjoy it together in 1, 2, 3. It's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. So typically I don't eat with a whole lot of cheese. I don't use a whole lot of milk. Even when I'm making scrambled eggs and things like that, I just typically don't go that route. But today we're going to add a little bit of cheese to this. Interesting. We brought out the bacon end pieces instead of the traditional lengthwise bacon, and it looks way more greasy than I was anticipating because I don't think I brought out that much bacon. It's too bad. Can't have a greasy tortilla. So let's see what's next. We've been kind of starting a new tradition. Or on Fridays like today, we start out with kind of a breakfast food, move into chicken egg fried rice, just basically a chicken and rice meal, turn it into a burrito if we need to, massive 2 or 3 pounds of food, because that's what we need when you only eat 1 meal a day. But we've been ending the week off, the last couple of weeks, with some crock pot meals. And I think that's been working really well. Like I said, last week was chicken and dumplings. The week before that was basically stew with some chuck roast. And this following week, I think I'm going to change it up a little bit. Now, of course, I'm open to any recommendations, but people have been asking me to make different kinds of food for months now. And for the most part, I've just been sticking to what I'm comfortable with. I think it's time to take a big step outside of my comfort zone, while still staying true to kind of like the chicken and rice meals that I usually make. I've had 2 separate people recommend that we do curry. Do some chicken curry. Oh yeah, by the way, you commented here in the last video that said I should add some Lawry's to my eggs. I'm 1 step ahead of you. We've been using Lawry's for years in this house. So I think some chicken curry would be the way to go. Now I know that's usually done in a pan, and perhaps a lot of you would like to see that in a pan. But I have a crock pot recipe book, and there is a section specifically for chicken curry. And I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to utilize what's inside the crock pot lid that we have here and just pour that over the rice that I have. And I think that's going to turn out just fine. So let me know your thoughts if I get a whole bunch of pushback about that, then yeah, maybe we won't. Maybe we won't go down that route, and that's completely fine. So we'll get our massive tortilla. There's a smaller tortilla. I'd put it over here on this cast iron. Crisp it up a little bit. But we are not so lucky. Our breakfast is almost done already. If you want to get a look at some of the typical breakfast foods that I make, you obviously just look back a couple of weeks and you see these massive breakfast burritos that you can just kind of reduce down in size. That work great for meal prepping. We are still sticking to our one meal a day though. And today's going to be interesting because that little tortilla is going to be all that I eat. Wouldn't recommend other people would go that route, but these last 2 days I have been just gorging myself on those chicken and dumplings. And it's fantastic, but it's so filling. It tastes so good, it's so rich, it's so filling that I've just been like stuffed full. All that weight that I told you that I lost like a couple of weeks ago, all that weight, like 5 pounds. The 5 pounds down that I said that I am 5 pounds up after eating that chicken and dumplings. So I am more than happy with that. So we're just going to take this. Give it a flip. And then Noah likes to leave all the bacon grease in there for the next time that it's time to cook. I don't disagree with him on that. We flip this the opposite way around so that the cheese would stick. And here we are, our little quesadilla. You know, if we wanted to be really special, what we could do is we could fold it in like this, and then like put it in a panini press, or put it back down, basically like this, into that pan. There's just so much grease in that pan that I'm going to stay away from it. But yeah, that's something that you can do. It's just kind of fold up the edges and the outside like this, grill it down in the pan and put a little bit of pressure on it, and that will keep everything folded up really nicely. Because as you saw, there was a lot of bacon grease in there, and we don't want that bacon grease to just come out. So these extra folds will help with that a lot. Now this is extremely hot. It's coming off of a bunch of extremely hot oil. But obviously you are going to want to see what it's like to eat. Yeah, those folds are going to turn out just right. Let's give it a little bite here. It was mostly tortilla. Give me a second. Hot. Yeah, add a little sriracha in there. change it up a little bit, and you'll be just fine. So, I know it's a shorter video today, but I have a lot to do, and I need to get out of the door here pretty quickly. This is going to be enough to handle me for the rest of the day, and I'm going to go to sleep and wake up tomorrow and probably cook a little bit earlier than I usually do in order to get some food back in my body. So thank you all for watching. Appreciate you waiting on me after the 2-day break. We will get some curry done at the end of the week in the crock pot. I'm looking forward to that, and I will see you all there. Bye!